hi everyone! Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you've never been here before. If you haven't, please subscribe to my channel. I make all kinds of nail art tutorials and nail art videos and just all things related to nails, so feel free to subscribe if you like stuff like that. This is finally my Q&A and face reveal. This is, yes, what I look like. Yeah, I got a lot of questions on YouTube and Instagram, and I'm just gonna try to answer as many as I can. So I decided to break down these questions into like personal and then nail related. So I'm going to be answering the personal questions first, and then halfway through this video I'll be answering the more nail related ones. So if you're not really interested in knowing really about me, but you're interested in knowing about like my nail art story and stuff like that, feel free to skip ahead because you don't really need to know about the personal questions. So let's get right into it. So the first question is, what is my name? And it's really funny because I've been doing nail art on YouTube and Instagram for I think nearly 3 years now, and nobody has ever asked me this question except for one person on my Q&A video, like asking for questions. So yeah, I just thought that was funny because if you've never met someone, I thought that's the first question you'd want to know about them. Like the first thing is, what is your name? So I will answer that. My name is Elizabeth. That's what this E is for. The next question. Oh my gosh, I get this question all the time on my YouTube videos. Pretty much every YouTube video asks me this question, and I get this a lot on Instagram as well. How old am I? On YouTube, I get that comment, you sound really young, and I'm like, I just turned 18, but I do agree that I sound quite young in my YouTube videos. When I have to like listen to my voiceovers after I record the like voiceover for my tutorials, I'm like, oh my gosh, I sound young. I sound like a 4-year-old trying to talk about doing nails. So it's awkward when you ever have to listen to yourself actually like speak on camera or speak through a video. I hate the sound of my own voice. But yeah, I'll say I do. I guess I sound quite young, but yes, I'm 18 years old, so now you don't have to ask me that anymore. Another very popular question I get asked is, where am I from? And I am from the United States, but also the northern United States, and it is freezing year-round. It snowed in May last year. I'm not even kidding you, we had snow in May. What grade am I in, or am I in college? I am a senior in high school. I will be graduating this year. I can't wait. I'm so excited. And I have already committed to a college for next year, and I'm so excited to go. And that probably means I won't have a lot of time for nails next year, but hopefully I'll be able to do more like face videos, but nail related, you know, just talking to you instead of actually doing a nail art tutorial or a swatch video and stuff like that. So I'm excited for those kind of videos. Let me know in the comments if you'd like to see more face videos in the future. That's what I'm thinking I'll do next year instead of actual nail art tutorials, because I just might not have time for that. And then the next question is, do I have a day job or am I in school? Like I said, I'm a senior in high school, but over the summer I do have a job. I work at a recreation center for kids. I get to be outside all day having fun with the kids. In fact, I even get to paint their nails sometimes there, and it's a lot of fun. Other hobbies besides nail art and what I like to do off camera. So I do nails an awful lot. I pretty much spend my entire weekend doing nails, making nail art tutorials, but it's because it's what I love to do. It's not because I feel like I'm like forced because now I'm on YouTube and Instagram that I have to do my nails. It's actually because I really love doing my nails. So that does take up a lot of my time, and that is my main hobby. But other things I like to do, I like to paint on canvas or paint wooden things. I like to paint pretty much everything besides my nails. I love being able to feel artistic. Also, I used to like to make those like clay charms. You guys probably have seen those on Instagram. I used to make clay charms. I really don't do that as much anymore, but yeah. I also love listening to music and singing. Even though I'm not very good, I enjoy doing that. And then just other things I like to do off camera. I love playing tennis. That's my favorite sport. I love playing tennis. So let me know in the comments below what your favorite sport is. Mine's for sure tennis. How many times can I say that in a sentence? Yeah, I feel like that's pretty much it. Anytime that I'm not spending doing my nails or those other activities, I'm studying and doing homework and stuff like that because high school gets really busy. Favorite book and do I like to read? Like I said, I spend a lot of my time studying and doing homework, and studying involves reading a ton of textbooks and stuff like that. So that takes up a lot of my time and kind of ruins reading for me if I have free time, I'd much rather spend it painting my nails and watching Netflix other than reading a book of my choice. That's just not what I think of a good time, is reading a book. It's not that I'm against reading, I've just never been really into it that much, if that makes any sense. It's whatever. My favorite book though is the Hunger Games series. I got into those when back in middle school. Oh my gosh, if you've never read the Hunger Games, you have to, because they're not that different from the movie, but they are different enough that you have to read the Hunger Games. I'm just saying, you have to. I love it so much. So that's definitely my favorite book. But yeah, I can't really tell you the last time I actually sat down and read a book, just because, like I said, I'd rather like be watching Netflix or doing something else than reading. I know that sounds terrible, but I spend a lot of my study time reading, so it kind of gets boring after a while. Favorite song and singer. So right now I'm obsessed with Ed Sheeran's new Divide album, so my favorite song is anything from his album, and he's my favorite singer by far. I think he's so talented. I love him so much. He's so good. I actually got to see him in concert because I also love Taylor Swift. She's probably my favorite female singer, and so I've been to pretty much all of her tours, and it was the Red tour that I think Ed Sheeran, yeah, I think it was the Red tour that Ed Sheeran opened for her, and I heard him and I was like, wow, he's pretty good, but I'd never heard of him before. And then his Multiply album came out and I immediately bought it and loved it, and then his Divide album just came out and he's just amazing and I love him. I also love Selena Gomez and pretty much anything pop related. I spend a lot of time listening to pop music, so that's pretty much what I like to listen to. Favorite show to binge watch? Oh my goodness. So I'm obsessed with The Vampire Diaries. I'm Team Damon, by the way. And I know they just had their series finale, but I'm only on season 7 on Netflix right now, so please don't spoil anything for me in the comments. I also really love Grey's Anatomy, Jane the Virgin, The Office, Parks and Rec, How I Met Your Mother, pretty much all of the like stereotypical binge watch shows. I love those. 13 Reasons Why just came out on Netflix and I've been watching that this weekend. Oh my gosh, it's so good. I really, really love that show too, so I've been binge watching that currently. What is my favorite color? If you can't tell by the color of my walls and my E over here, my favorite color is green. So that was it for the personal questions, and now I'm going to get into the nail related portion of this video. Okay, so the first nail related question is, what made me start doing nail art, my nail art story, who taught me, how long have I been doing nail art, and all that kind of stuff. So I'll just get right into it. So I first started doing nail art, or painting my nails. I first started painting my nails when I was 3 years old. I can insert a picture somewhere here. So that was the first time I painted my nails by myself. But then, I mean, obviously I didn't paint my nails all the time when I was 3 years old. But after that, I was really into, I think when I was like 11 or 12, those stamping kits, like the As Seen on TV stamping kits, were really popular. And I got one for Christmas that year, and I got really into stamping like those little different designs on my nails, and that was a lot of fun. And then when I was 12 or 13, I was introduced to Cute Polish on YouTube, and I would do her tutorials every week. Like, she'd post a tutorial every week and I would do my nails and I'd recreate her design every week. I loved Cute Polish. She was my original inspiration to create my own YouTube channel, Instagram, because after I did her tutorials, I was like, maybe I could start doing my own designs. So I would, instead of recreating hers constantly, I would think of my own designs to do, and my family and friends were like, wow, you're really good, you know. And my one friend, it was freshman year of high school, she actually told me that I should like start posting it on Instagram and YouTube, and she really encouraged me to do that. So I finally did, and it was May 4th, 2014 when I did my first post on Instagram, and I can maybe insert it here if I can find a picture of it. And that was what started my nail art career, I guess. And then who inspires me the most would probably be, well, like I said, Cute Polish. I really love Simply Nailogical. I used to like Trendy Polish, but she doesn't really do nails anymore. She makes clay charms. Pretty much if you go to my Instagram and see who I'm following, they inspire me a lot, and I really love being inspired by other people's nail art because everyone is so talented, and I love being able to find new nail art accounts to follow because it's a lot of fun to see what others have created, and it really gets me inspired. Oh, this is another question I get asked a ton on YouTube and Instagram is why do I keep my nails short? Is it like winter breakage or what is it? Gosh, I don't really know how to answer this. Yes, like I said, I live in a very cold climate, so even though it's April, it's still freezing cold, and my nails do tend to split and break even though I constantly am using lotion and oils and stuff. So yes, they do break quite a bit, and I try to prevent it, but it's so hard when it's so cold outside. Also though, I really love having a perfect nail shape, and having a perfect nail shape means I'm constantly filing my nails, which is really bad because it keeps them really short, and it's probably why they peel so much. So I've actually been trying to grow them out a little bit longer now that it is kind of getting warmer and a little bit more springy, even though they're calling for snow this weekend. It's fine. But yeah, I'm really trying to not focus so much on my nail shape, just more of like the length and the nail art and stuff I put on my nails. How many nail polishes do I have? I don't know. You can see I have these two racks behind me. I have two to the side of me. I have this one, and then there's another one over here. If you want to, you can click on the card. I'll have a card going, I don't know, wherever cards come off of in YouTube world. You can click on my nail polish collection video, and I show you a lot of the polishes I have. I also have huge boxes of old nail polish I don't use anymore under my bed and in random places in my room. So if I had to actually pick a number, it's probably well over 500, but polishes I actually use is not very many. I find my favorite colors and favorite polishes and tend to stick to using them. What is my favorite mainstream brand? I think I say this in all of my swatch videos for them, but it is Zoya. I love Zoya so much. I always think that their collections are amazing. They have fantastic formula, dry time. They're just amazing polishes. I love Zoya so much. I also love OPI, China Glaze, Essie, pretty much all the normal mainstream ones, but if I had to pick one, it'd probably definitely be Zoya. I love them so much. What is my favorite nail color to wear? I love wearing bright blues or pastel blues and light lavender purples, kind of those type of colors, especially because they go with pretty much any season. You can wear a light blue or a light purple for spring, summer, winter, and fall. It doesn't matter. So I really love wearing those colors if I'm not really into wearing nail art and I just want to wear a solid color. I really love those type of colors. On my nails right now I have nothing because I'm actually going to be filming a nail art tutorial after this. But I was wearing, before this, I was wearing a light blue polish, so that just goes to show that's my favorite. My favorite nail color to wear for spring, so like I said, light blue and light purple, but I also love pale pinks. I think I've mentioned this a ton as well in my videos, that I'm not a big pink person. I'm not really a big fan of pink, but I really do like wearing pale pinks, especially incorporated into nail art for spring. I think that's just really pretty and fresh. They're my favorite nails I've ever done. And I will leave some pictures going on over here because I can't pick, but I've done a lot of nail art tutorials and a lot of nail art, so I will put some of my favorites over there. What camera do I use to film with, and what do I use to edit with? So the camera I'm using right now, and the one I use for all my nail art tutorials and stuff, is the Canon Rebel T3i. It is quite old. It's one of those older Canon Rebels, because I think the T6i is out right now, but this one works just fine for me and for what I need it to do, so there's no reason in buying a $1,000 camera when I have one that works perfectly fine. And then I used to use iMovie to edit, and that works perfectly fine, especially if you're just getting started with your own nail art channel, if that's what you're wondering, like what I edit because you want to edit your own videos. But I've actually recently started using Final Cut Pro, but iMovie works perfectly fine for editing tutorials. So I think that's it for my questions. Hopefully I answered all the ones that you wanted to hear. If I didn't, let me know if you had a question in the comments, and I maybe can make another Q&A video in the future. I hope you enjoyed this one. I can't believe I'm actually going to be posting this video. I've tried to make it so many times and there's just been so many complications, but hopefully I'm finally posting this video and you finally get to see what I look like and know a little bit more about me. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already for all things nail related. And I will see you in my next video. Bye!